talk about a movie I just saw. Michael Jackson. It's called Michael, I guess. It was really good. It mostly covers his younger years, time as in the Jackson 5 when he was basically a child, and growing up, and then breaking out as a solo artist, and the early parts of that. And then it kind of cuts off. I was wanting to see more. I feel like they could have a part 2 of that movie and continue his life journey after that fact. But they kind of stopped it after that. I mean, which is fine, but it wasn't like a true, like, from his whole life story kind of biopic or whatever what you want to call that. But I think they did a good job. I really enjoyed it. The guy that did Michael Jackson apparently was actually a relative in the Jackson family. I'm not sure how he was related, but he did have a lot of brothers and sisters. So it was one of his, I don't know, nephews or something, maybe. Jafar Jackson, I think it was. But he did a good job portraying Michael Jackson as an adult. And then whoever it was that played him as a kid did a good job as well. And it pretty much covered what everybody kind of knows about how Michael Jackson was, how he came up in the Jackson 5 with his very abusive and demanding father, who you obviously everybody knows that guy was a little bit over the top and abusive, but also, if he didn't do that, would Michael Jackson be anything? And it comes to that question of like, how, if someone, well, there was a guy in that movie. I'm all over the place right now. I don't know how to broach the subject of this idea of like being, basically almost being tortured into being successful, or like abused into being successful as a talented artist of some kind. Overall, I recommend it. I don't care if, I'm not a big, huge fan of Michael Jackson, but he is one of those, like, icons of culture that it doesn't matter if you're a fan of him or not. You know who he is. You know his music. You've seen it. You've heard it, whether you like it or not. And who doesn't like it? Like, I'm not a big, like, oh, I love the music. There's some songs I like and some I'm like, whatever. But it's not like my main pick of music. But you can't deny he is an undeniable music talent and a performer, not just a writer, singer. He like did the whole performance. He did it. He was everything, man. You gotta admire it. And as we were talking about earlier, like about how his father was an abusive, demanding, and kind of created the Jackson 5 and was very mean, and that depicted in the movie. I think they, honestly, I think they showed what they did to portray him as a abusive and demanding father who was doing it out of the, I don't know, he was looking for the success and money and getting to that next level of living with a different amount of money than he was like a factory worker, which I am right now. But that wasn't enough for him. Well, I can imagine. It's hard enough for me. I don't know what it was like in the 60s, whatever, 50s or whatever he was coming up, but to have five sons and however many daughters. Like I don't think they believed in birth control. How many kids did that guy have? But he was like, he saw talent in his children and he brought it out of them and put it out to the world. And I think there was one part where they're like, screw school, we're going out on tour. We're gonna showcase these guys at clubs and bars and wherever they went to start their Jackson 5 band when they first got started. I don't know how. He just didn't care about nothing else but like success of that in the music industry. Saw it as a kind of a lottery ticket. And there are parents like that where they try to push their kids into some sort of success so they can benefit off of it. I mean, that happens. They couldn't do it themselves. So they push their kid into it. As like, I don't know. It seems not cool. But there's something to say about that. I mean, I feel like if you want to be successful in a certain form of art or entertainment, there might be a benefit to being treated like crap to get into it. Like, how does that work? When, let's say you're an athlete and you want to be the best basketball player or the best football player or whatever it is. You need someone to really kick your ass and make you work hard to be the best so that you can rise above everybody and become successful in that sport. It's not easy. There's so many people who have just more natural given talent, but they may not have somebody, or they may not have their own level of drive that you do, or somebody that pushes you to succeed in the way that you do. Like Michael Jordan is notorious for being like crazily driven to be the best, no matter what. Like, talk about whoever is the best basketball player. I think Michael Jordan, as a basketball player in the NBA, would have rose above everybody else that came to compete against him because he's a psycho. He had that mentality. I don't know if it was given to him or pushed into him, other than he had it himself. I don't know. But Michael Jackson was driven by his father, but then I think he liked to perform. He liked to sing. He did enjoy it. He just wanted to do it in his own way. And that's when he broke out. That's what this movie's kind of about. That his father like was pushing him, and that his brothers did what they did because they were made to. But Michael Jackson, he himself he started to really like it. He liked to perform, he liked to dance, he liked to sing. And one of the funny things about the movie was when he first started to like just record for records, he had to sit still because he couldn't help but dance during the recording. And like his foot movements and stuff would like get on the recording and it would mess it up the recording. And they're like, stand still, please, stop dancing, stop trying to move so much. But he couldn't help it because that was part of his process to get in the groove of the song. And that was something he had to learn for recording for the album, was to not move so much and just sing. Just crazy, because is like the whole part of the performance is the dancing and all that stuff. You got to appreciate that. I love those type of movies. I like the biopics of people like that. Watched Jamie Foxx as Ray Charles. That was a good one. Joaquin Phoenix as Johnny Cash. Also great. There's not many. Those are the ones I can remember. Those are music industry ones. There's others, I guess, in different industries. But Michael Jackson was pretty cool. The movie. Oh, there was a guy who basically became his manager after he finally fired his father as his manager and he decided to start his solo career. And the guy that played him was Miles Teller. And he was in a movie called Drumline, where in a similar fashion, he was abused and basically tortured to become the best drummer in a orchestra. But the difference between that guy, I don't know, that movie may not be based on a true story or not. I don't know. But the difference there is that guy signed up for that type of treatment. Then Michael Jackson was born into it. His father treated him like that to become the best musical performer. And in the Drumline movie, he was treated badly and abused to try to bring out the best in him as a drummer. But he wanted that. He kept coming back for the abuse. That's the difference there. Like in the Michael Jackson story, he could not escape it because it was his father and it was his family. And it was just the way it was. In the Drumline movie, Miles Teller went there. There is definitely something to that, though. The treatment of being almost abused to achieve some sort of perfection level in some art form. Or, you know, it could be a sport, some fitness thing, some performance. You're abused, you're mistreated, you're degraded until you can perform at the elite level. Not even the elite level, above the elite, the best of the best, best you've ever seen. I have to beat it into you. I have to beat it out of you. Maybe there's a benefit to be encouraged by someone who would do that to you in order to be the best. Like, you want to be the best there ever was? I'm going to kick your ass. I don't know what. There's something, there might be something to it. Who knows? We're in a new age now, though, where minimal effort equals maximum reward. That's what people expect. You know what I'm a fan of? A good story. And that was a good story. And that was a good movie. And I recommend going to check it out.